My videos aren't working. None of them. Let's see. I know where I got a lot of videos. That's really odd because last week I was using them. I was on this game and I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything, but it takes away from, well, my media's here. This media. I got a video here. A video there. But I think those were standard videos built into the game. What about in here? Right now I'm running with 7,000 guests in the park. See, this one's working. Hmm. I don't hear the audio though. Alright, it should work. Huh. There's a lot of screens. And the screens, I don't know, are embedded in these panels, so getting to them. Huh. That's unfortunate. I guess I can move the window back a little bit. Hmm. I don't remember what the name of it was. I don't see it. Oh well. Those are pictures. It's, well, that's really frustrating. You know, spend all that time working on something and then just one thing breaks and oh, oh, I just want to. This is so frustrating. Alright, that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know why this one's not working, but the other ones are. And it's supposed to be repeated in here. That won't work. Anyways, we'll get back to the tour. Um, this is just really disappointing that something stops working that's always worked. I've opened this game multiple times. I thought hundreds of times, and it never stopped working. That's, oh well. All right. Anyways, let's go back out to the entrance here and start from the beginning. All right. So back into it. This is your staff parking and beach parking. So I just built this beach last minute. Thought it was cool, you know. Hey, let's Spaceman. Parking garage was not even intended, to be honest with you. I just thought I was going to build a parking garage and then um, like a single story or two story, and then it turned into this, 5 story massive build. Took up a ton of pieces, um, but it's unique. It has lifts, so these lifts, they're not active obviously, but by design, the lifts take the cars up and you roll off, kind of like an elevator. Um, put a lot of work into these lift cables and everything. So I couldn't put cars in it, and just because the piece count was so high on this one part of the park, um, everything is lit. So I think there are cars on the first floor, handful. This is handicap parking here. There are TMTK pieces that I used, quite a few. So if that's an issue with your PC, this is not a good game to be downloading. Or this is the entrance. Cool little pond over here. So right when you come in the gate, you'll see my gift shop. I didn't name it. ATM posters, Planet Coaster backpacks, hoodies. All the goodies. Um, there's a staff building and there's 2 bathrooms here. And then it brings you out to a little cafe. It's off the beaten path, so nobody really walks this way. Kind of my fault for poor design and layout. So, anyways, indoor. I mean, it looks really nice. These gates, I custom built those. All of this to match. I used lit panels to make them. So, I think it come out pretty nice. They are available on Steam Workshop, and you can change the color of the panel to suit your needs. All right, back out we go. This is the hydro station. Stuff you don't see. I was gonna build a series of these and run cables all to them, and that was just a lot of time, a lot of pieces. So in here you got your, I can't remember the name of this right, is Cycola. So we can look at all this right here real quick. So this is a little cafe area, um, 2-story, functional. There's a bathroom. I didn't deck. I thought I had something on that. Oh well. Pretty nice. I thought it came out really well. So this is that ride that's inside the building. Entrance is right there. Won't be going on any rides. I'll just do coasters. We're going to go ahead and go on Amped Isle. Go to Amped Isle anyways. There's another little pond. And we have a lay down coaster here. It runs underneath the bridge. So you're looking up at the bridge. Sharks swimming around. There's one here. So we're going to Amped Isle first. We'll ride Vindicator. tour the little cafe again, or the Amp Cafe. That's the name of it. I think that one, Amped Cafe. So inside here, this is the arcade. All these are TMTK. I believe some are made, player made, but um, you can download these, but you do need to go grab the graphics on online and put them into your media file. So I don't think you have to do it with these, but these you do. These are videos, I believe. No, those aren't. This is video, but you have to go grab the graphics and put them in. Pinball machines, those are on TMTK. Really nice. Whoever put these together really did a fabulous job. Look at these, they're amazing. All right, now we're up top on the top deck. There's a cafe. I need. I was thinking about putting barricades up and stuff, but it's, once again, it's the piece count thing that you have to pick and choose. So a nice little stage and little amphitheater on top of the roller coaster going overhead. That's the longest coaster, a touring coaster. It's the longest coaster in the park. Goes everywhere. All right, and then down below is the food court. Amp Cafe is available on the workshop. So everybody knows the cube. I put a lot of work into that. Sci-fi'd it up. And now we'll go to Vindicator. It's triggered by the ride. I don't know why I'm having such a problem with this controls. All right. Skip the line. So we'll do night and day ride. Vindicator's a short ride. Oh, let's get on. There we go. Perfect. Seat view. So I typically don't talk during a ride. So how's everybody doing tonight? Get loaded up here pretty quick. All right. That's vindicated. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to build. There's your stats, results. Nothing special. Just keep in mind this is all on an alien planet, part of the Elytian people, my three-part series. This is Park 3. I'll probably come with fourth as soon as I dive into Planet Coaster 2. Um, I'm still learning all the pieces and I haven't published anything, so um, I don't like to release anything until I know how to play the game. So it's a work in progress. So drop tower here to the right. You just saw that, Valley City. Here we come. So we're gonna go on Nexus Squad here, coming up on the right. That's the what has the hangar inside the mountain, the hill. My controls seem really bad today. Ooh, there's a lot of people in line for this. Problem is you can't get to it except through the line. So I'm gonna go to free look. Toggle's not working. The hotkey's not working for some reason. There we go. So you come up and this is inside the hill or mountain. It's just not working either. Come on. Oh, there it is. Weapons cage. So the lift vehicles that I created. I don't know why I can't see them. Missile storage. Fighters. So if you saw the preview, I did the ventilation shafts. Well, this is where the ventilation shafts go right here to outside. Make it kind of believable, you know. One thing that's weird though is like this wall here and this wall here. No matter how much material or um, terraforming and pulling out the material, it wouldn't darken this area during the daytime. This is what it's supposed to look like. So all these are custom light fixtures for a warehouse. But for some reason it just would not, the light comes through in those two locations. So anyways, but yeah, this is Nexus Squad. This is their base of operation. And we're going to do a daytime ride and then a night ride. But all of this is visible through the queue. This is not a long ride. 2,000 meters, roughly. Fun ride, that's for sure. All right. I'll shut up now. Enjoy the ride. So coming up here, since we're on the lift hill, this knot, this pretzel knot that you go through, the that is actually located in Orlando, and it's on this ride, and it's at SeaWorld. It's actually a really cool feature on a ride. That's where I got this from. I see all the videos from all my other rides working. I don't understand why Finex's not working. All right. Day ride, night ride. I'll shut up, enjoy the ride. There you have Nexus Squad. It's one of my favorite rides. Uh, it was a lot of fun to build because of the indoor um, hangar. So if you look here, where the queue comes up, this is where the coaster comes in. Little cage to protect the people. I mean, it's all the little things that you don't get to see that builders put in. Um, so that's that. All right, we're gonna skip the queue. We're gonna go out through the main entrance, the coaster entrance. It's a little faster. All right, built a little park over here. This is Valley City. It's got 4 flat rides in here. So it took forever to turn this into a sci-fi looking ride. But I did it, and I think it turned out great. There's something really cool that I'm going to show you in a second when I turn the lights out. So this is Omni. So we'll ride that soon. We're going on Drago in a minute. Drago the Voyage. Um, so turn out the lights. Really cool. Anyways, at least I think so. All right, no more flat rides. So this is shopping, food. Take you out of Valley City. Zato Cargo goes up in that way. Drago the Voyage. I tried to so people don't go this way first, because this takes you out of the valley. I tried to make this sign bigger so you know, hey, go on Drago first, but um, there's no way to. I mean, I probably could say out leaving the valley on that sign somewhere, but anyways, Drago's here. Zeta Cargo's out of the valley. Drago the Voyage. Dragons. I'm running pretty smooth. I'm at almost 8,000 guests and no hiccups yet. So these stairs were cool. Yeah, everybody's on them, so can't really see them. All right, so there's two trains, and take forever. So we're gonna speed this up a bit. $3,700 meters. It's fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna shut up now. Enjoy the ride. All right, let's go on a night ride. Day. Good day. I'm glad to be back. Appreciate guys sticking around, checking out my coasters with me. Enjoy the ride. All right, Drago the Voyage. All right, we'll go up the stairs. Like I said, this takes you out of the valley. There isn't a spot in here that I didn't terraform, so This is Zeta Cargo. So essentially that's a cargo, my thought process anyways. That's a cargo ship. And it's hooked up to a cargo container. And here's its cargo. So that was my thought process on this. So transportation. It's a fun little coaster. I gotta take the railing off. Gotta remember to take the railing off because I always leave it on when I'm building so I have reference of where the paths are because you start covering stuff up and it just starts disappearing. And coaster should be back pretty quick. This is not a long ride. Here's your stats. 1,200 meters, 72 miles per hour. It's a lot of fun. This is actually, so I brought this coaster. I loved it. Um, I brought this coaster from my first build and rebuilt it, redesigned it, and put it in here. So, anyways, I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. All right, daytime view. Let's go with the night. I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. All right, there you have it. That was Zeta Coaster, Zeta Cargo. Moving on. So we're at the top of the valley here. We're going to drop down and we're going to ride Omni. This is what Zeta Cargo looks like at night. I'll show you here. I didn't show you Valley City at night. It's really cool. And this is part of Drago. You never saw this. I don't know why I built it. It's just a monstrosity out in the middle of nowhere. My original thought was to put the coaster going through here. But then I'd have to do outside supports, and it it could have worked, but the amount of the velocity you would need to push them is just, it didn't work. Anyways, so we're gonna head over to Omni from Zeta Cargo. So there's a pond here. It actually feeds underground. I'm going to give you a little tour of where Omni goes. Omni takes you through this area here. Um, Omni goes through here. It does go through the mountain back on this backside here. You'll see when we go through it. This is part of Omni here. I've been told this element would make people sick. It's essentially all upside down. Um, I love it. I think it's great. But let's see this coaster. And there it's upside down. Yeah, really cool. So there's two ways to get to the Omni entrance. You can go up here. And there's another entrance that winds its way down. I'll show you that entrance when we get out. Another indoor water feature. It's a little cafe, and here's the entrance for Omni. Well, I guess it's not much to see. Anyways, this is probably the best coaster ride-wise, but well, my second favorite in this park. My first favorite is uh, Nexus Squad, just because of the hangar. I think gives it a little bit of an appeal. But this is probably the best ride in the park, in my opinion. So you be the judge. I'll shut up now. Enjoy the ride. All right, there you have the daytime ride. The nighttime ride is freaking amazing. Here's your stats. Nothing really impressive. That's not why I build these. All right, I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. Man, I love that ride. So, all right. So I said we leave this park. This is where we came up. This will take us down, and we're going to we're probably gonna ride Adam. So this takes you to Zemster, Blender, Adam, Feinek, and Bayani. This is all my coasters are on the signs. So and the challenge was building on a hillside. That's a lot of stuff is on hills, different levels. It's very difficult. Fences are a pain in the butt. But this is Geostar, Adam, and Gambit are back here. Um, Geostar and Gambit are flat rides. Geostar, it's a Ferris wheel. Ferris, no, not a. What am I thinking? I don't. My mind's all over the place. Geostar. Why can't it? Carousel? Carousel. Whatever. My mind's running blanks today. So this is Adam. Adam's a basic corkscrew coaster. Does some stuff that's not typically missing wall pieces. It's unfortunate. I know there was wall pieces there. I put them there. So there's some fountains and more waterfalls. This looks out over a little pond out here from inside the ride. It's a wonderful view. Here's the ride. Let's get on it. All right. Enjoy Adam. I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. There you have it. That's Adam. All right. So we're going to go to Zemsta. That is a launch coaster. Now, this was the first thing I built in here. Was this ride here? Ride number one to 1,200 hours of build time. Fun, fun. So Feinek, Mayani, Linder, and Plunge are back there on this um, across the bridge on the Alet. I don't know, I didn't show off my bridge. There's two of them in here and one going to Valley City. And this is available on the workshop. Beautiful, isn't it? All right. So going to Zemsta. Like I said earlier, the Elytian people, and this is the three parks are built on that space on the planet. Then they all have different themes to them, purpose. One's a water park, and the other one is just was the first building built towards the military type of setting. So, but this is the Elysian Inn. This is a hotel in the park. It has a rooftop atrium, little open cafe so you can watch the roller coasters. All right, the whole squadron there ready to do nothing. So I made a mistake when I built this. That element you just saw right here, this is the finish. So the coaster comes here, drops into the station. Um, I didn't put any block stations in. Uh-oh, we're auto saving. Sorry guys, it doesn't take long. Well, I say that, and there we go. So Zemsta's going to take us through the power station, through the power plant area. Um, that's Zemsta. Well, anyways, I was saying I made a mistake, and there's only one train. I didn't put any block stations in, and it was my mistake. And I wasn't going to go back and change it, so we're just going to live with the one train and enjoy it for what it's worth. Oh, and if you have a problem with seizures, epileptic seizures, for the first 4 seconds, once the coaster starts moving, close your eyes through the tunnel. I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. All right, there's your daytime ride. Let's go for night and get rolling here. Like I said, first um, 3 seconds once the coaster starts moving, close your eyes. If you have that problem with epilepsy, lights can be a little much. I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. All right, there you have it. Night ride on Zemsta. So we are going to cross the island. We got 3 more roller coasters to go. I think we'll hit Blender first. Vim Alet. Go on fine at last. This is plunge. Um, so I made a cool little observation deck. People can come up, take some pictures. That's the power plant. What is going on? Oh, it all ties together. So these are water towers, and piping comes across, goes into the distribution piping for the cooling towers. More pipe built here. Anyways, uh, nice little eatery. And this will take us over to Blender. I wish you could turn the sound off for those. Alright, looks like Blender's loading right now. We can hop right on it. Nope, I lied. No, it just left. Actually, we can ride this because we're going to track view because that big old thing's head's in the way. Enjoy the ride. Alright, there's your kiddie ride for the day. Um, yeah, we'll do it at night. Why not? Said we'll do it. We're going to do it. Um, enjoy the ride. There you have blender. And what's nice is it takes us right out to Bayani. This is actually the exit for Bayani to a bathroom. So this is all very cool. Anyways, here's the entrance for Bayani. This is Finek. That'll be the last coaster we go on. So we got Bayani and then Finek. So here's your stats. I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. All right, let's take a night ride. I love it. All right, there you have it. Mayani, folks. We are going to move on to Feinek, um, third favorite coaster in the park, behind Omni and Nexus Squad. So here's Feinek's entrance. Now, for some reason, the video didn't is not working on this particular ride. I don't know why. But all these are lit up with displays. This is all displays in here. It's the only ride in the whole park that they're not working on. So I'm not going to go back and fix it right now. It would take too long. I fixed a couple panels, but so you gotta. There's your stats. This is a lot of fun. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. Um, Seat view. Set to go. Last coaster. Day and nighttime. I hope the triggers are working on this one. All right, there's your daytime ride. So, physical um, admiration of these RMCs. It's I'm not a fan. So I've been on Steel Vengeance. I've been on what's the other one down in Orlando, Busch Gardens. I was in those one on those back to back. I think they're rated like two of the top 10 in the world, but they just beat the crap out of you. And so I'll ride them. Don't get me wrong, but they do some damage when you're on them. And normally I don't talk when the ride's going on, so I'll shut up. Enjoy the ride. All right, there you have it. That is the last ride of the night. I am going to head over to the entrance and go ahead and call it a night. But appreciate everybody who stopped in and tuned in and watched. And for anybody in the future that's watching this and watches to the end, I appreciate you reviewing and looking at my park. Um, you know, all the rides are listed. I'll try to list them in the title when I get this uploaded into YouTube, so you can just look at the rides when they're the roller coasters. Um, appreciate everybody. Like, follow if you're new to the channel, and I appreciate it. Everybody have a good night.